Hi, my name is Julian Mills, and today I would like to introduce you to my Twitter marketing automation method. So, with my marketing automation method, you will learn how to use Twitter to generate visits to your website, establish yourself as the go-to expert in your niche via Twitter. The automation means there is a minimum amount of work required on your part and no repetitive stuff like retweeting or sending the same tweet over and over. And it's completely free of charge, which is great. So why did I start automating my Twitter marketing? Well, I'm not interested in tweeting about trivia, what I had for breakfast and all that, and it doesn't interest me. And I'm not interested in having thousands of followers either. Now, what changed Twitter for me was when I read somewhere, and I wish I could remember where, but it said that you could use Twitter like radio advertising, and that got me interested. The way that you could tweet out your messages into the Twitter universe and attract people to you. And anything that helps me get clients and does not cost me money, then I'm interested. Now, the problem with this social media stuff is that you can spend time, money and effort on managing your Twitter account. Only about 5% of tweets, Facebook updates and all that stuff ever gets noticed by anybody. So I don't have the time or the inclination to be thinking about and writing tweets just in the hope that somebody notices it. So that got me thinking about how to automate Twitter marketing. Now, what this method does, it creates a stream of natural looking tweets aimed at your target audience, and it attracts them to your website and builds your brand. It also makes your website or your blog look current and up to date. There's nothing worse than seeing a website that's last updated like November 2011. And it creates social signals for Google. Google picks up on these signals as tweets go out and gives that importance because it'll increase your search engine optimization and your ranking in the searches. And this method also enables you to easily conduct a guerrilla style Twitter marketing campaigns, and I'll show you that later on. Now, just so you know what this method will not do, it's not going to get you 1 million followers in 2 days or less. There's other systems out there to do that, but that doesn't interest me. It's not going to start automatically following people for you in the hope that they'll start following you and you'll build up your 1 million followers. And it's not going to also start automatically retweeting other people's tweets, stuff like that. And done right, it's not automated spam. You're adding value while promoting yourself at the same time. So what do you require to do this? Well, first of all, you're going to need a WordPress website or blog. And ideally you've been working on it a while and I've got lots of posts written in there that can be used. If you have it, it doesn't matter, we can start from scratch. You need a couple of WordPress plugins. The first one is called My Twitter Widget, cost 0. Another WordPress plugin called Tweet Wheel, again at no cost. And finally, an online service called socialoomph.com. 2 levels of service here. There's a free service and a paid for service, a professional version. I just use the free service, it does great. So, would you like to see how I automate my Twitter marketing? The first thing I'd like to show you is my blog or website. So here we are looking at my website, and if you scroll down you'll see where I've got a widget installed called My Twitter Widget. Here we go, and you can see a selection of my recent tweets rather. So these have all been generated using my WordPress website, and it keeps a constant feed of these tweets going out all the time, and it makes my website look very current and up to date. There's nothing worse than seeing a website where it was last updated in November 2010 or something. It's the worst thing you ever see. So here it always looks current, and I just plug it in and forget about it. So how do I do that? Well, I use a WordPress plugin called My Twitter Widget. Just search on My Twitter Widget, you find it. You simply download that, install it onto your WordPress blog. There's some configuration to do to change the settings, like the colour, how many tweets you want to display. You've got to then link it to your Twitter account. All the instructions there. It's quite a simple thing to do. So you install that, you drag the widget over into your widget area on your website, and you'll see your most recent stream of tweets. So that's My Twitter Widget. The second plugin that I use is called Tweetwheel. Now what Tweetwheel does is it picks up on your blog post in your blog and regularly sends out a tweet with a link to that blog post. Okay, so this will automatically every day it'll send out a short tweet designed to bring people back to your website via a link. Obviously in the tweet you can have your keywords as hashtags, so what you're effectively doing is you're tweeting out to the Twitter universe with your hashtags and attracting people back to your website. Now obviously in Twitter, as I mentioned before, sort of 5% of it only ever gets noticed. So if you write your blog post and tweet once, the chance of someone seeing it, pretty remote. But if you're constantly recycling that post and that tweet out there, then it always means that if someone does search on your hashtag, then there's a good chance that you're going to be near the top of that search and you'll get noticed, rather than a tweet that's, after a couple of weeks is so far down the Twitter sort of page and no one's ever going to go there. So you're almost right at the top, and you're aiming to be in the top 2, 3, 5 tweets out there when people search. So this does the job that for you automatically, and I'll show you now how I configure the back end for that. This is the back end in my WordPress admin of my website. So in the administration area for my WordPress blog, and here you can see here we've got the set. I've already installed Tweetwheel, and you can see when I click on here it brings up the Tweetwheel settings. Okay, so you see the settings here. What I've set it to do is to only tweet out on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. And these are times it's going to tweet it. So it's 9:05, 12:19, 4:14 and 9:19 in the evening. So at those times it's going to pick one of my blog posts that's got a pre-written tweet and tweet about it, all automatically. Okay, so we see the queue of my blog posts here in the system. So these all represent blog posts I have written. So if you're just starting out, obviously you won't have this, but you have to start from somewhere. So I would wait till you've got maybe 20 or so blog posts, and then start using this plugin. You've got to have some blog posts in there, because if Twitter sees the same thing going out too often, too frequently, it will sort of bar you from Twitter. So you have to have a good size universe of tweets, blog posts to choose from. You see here I've got about 200, and this is one of my blog posts here. So I'll show you how to set up the tweets for this. So I can go into edit the particular post, and now into the regular how you edit a post in WordPress. You see here I've written my copy, I've done a little bit of work to search engine optimization. Search engine optimize this blog post you see here with a service called Yoast, which is a free SEO plugin for WordPress. It's brilliant. I'd use that as well, Yoast. If we scroll down here, we'll see the options we've got for the tweet wheel. So what I've done is you can use the default ones that the system creates automatically for you, but you can also create your own templates, and I can randomize the order. So what will happen is every time it's this tweet's turn, every time it's this blog post's turn to be tweeted, it will randomly pick one of these tweets that I've pre-written. And you can see here how I have put in my keywords as hashtags. Okay, so when people go onto Twitter and start searching for for Infusionsoft, my tweets will appear, and you vary these to give it a variety. So if I've got 200 blog posts and I create 3 templates for each one, I'm now up to 600 individual tweets that will be going out, all through the system. And I beg to find someone that could find out that that was automated. So that's the first layer of my Twitter automation I'm using, which is a regular stream of tweets at those set times. Now, I want to give my Twitter even more of a natural feel than that. So that's where the other service comes in, called Social Oomph, that I mentioned. So you look at the Social Oomph now. So I've already logged into Social Oomph, and what I can do is I can have pre-written tweet templates here. I've got a few here. I've got to build some more of these. And what I can do here is every, say, Monday morning, I might spend 10 minutes on this, and I will quickly go through and just go through and scheduling various tweets like this. So just go through scheduling various tweets at various times. Yep. I just whiz through these. Just whizzing through, and I'm just setting different times for these tweets and saving them, and that's queuing up. I've just done that one wrong. Just copy that over there. Okay, so now I've queued up a list of tweets that are going to go through the week. So in 10 minutes work, I can set up a whole week's worth of various personal looking tweets going out. Now, the sort of things I'm doing are things related to what I do, which is Infusionsoft. So every day I'm working on campaigns for clients. Every day I'm working on affiliate programs and e-commerce projects and things. So I'll write tweets saying, today I'll be working on a great campaign in Infusionsoft, which is all true. I'm doing that every day, so I'm happy to do that. So think about what you're writing there and make it true. So adding that on top of the layer of the automated tweets, which links back to your website, it starts to give it a real natural feel. And then one thing I mentioned earlier on, one way I found of using this is to use Twitter for guerrilla marketing, to create guerrilla style Twitter campaigns. So one thing that I have found is that a lot of my potential clients will go to marketing trade shows, especially in London here in the UK. So in the run up to an event like that, the promoter of the event, the organizer, will decide on a hashtag and start promoting it in all their literature and all their advertising. So I will latch onto that hashtag as well. And in the run up to that event, I will write a series of tweets basically saying, I'm attending the event, hashtag da da da, anyone interested in talking Infusionsoft? And then using Social Oomph here, I'll be pre-programming a load of tweets to go out targeting that hashtag, so that whenever people start searching for the show on that hashtag, my tweets are always near the top. I'm always there, and that works great for attracting people to you and arranging meetings at the marketing show. So for everyone else, for anyone listening to this video, there must be other ways you could use that sort of thing in your particular business. And then, I mean, you can take it one step further for what I do. So in the run up to the event, I can do that, but also during the event. So I can pre-write a series of tweets here designed to run and be a bit topical about the particular show on the days it's on. So it means that when I'm at the particular show, I can walk around and not worry about tweeting from a phone and this, that and the other, messing about. I know that these tweets are going out at regular times and appearing in the Twitter feed for that particular show, which works great. And even, I mean, if you're at a show where they've got those big screens that show most recent tweets, you can see yourself appearing on there, and it's all automated and designed to attract people to you. So that works great. And the final level of this particular methodology is simply, at the end of the day, or if you're doing something and you want to send a tweet, then send a tweet. It all adds to the stream of tweets that you're creating. So do that manual stuff if you want, um, in a timely fashion. That's perfectly fine. That all adds to the flavour here. But at least you know if you're not doing that, or you're too busy or whatever, you know that all the automated stuff is kicking in and doing the work for you. So I hope you found this 21 minutes or so presentation about how to automate your Twitter marketing useful. I would appreciate your feedback on this method so that I can improve it for the future. And if you know of any tricks to make it even better, I would love to hear those. And if you've liked how I've automated my Twitter marketing, then you should really look at what Infusionsoft can do. This is my day job now. It's a leading marketing automation software for small businesses. So if you've got this established small business and you want to take it to the next level with marketing automation, take a look at Infusionsoft, and I'll be only too pleased to have a chat with you and see if Infusionsoft is the right system for you. Thank you for taking the time today to listen to this video. And I say any feedback appreciated, any tips, I'd love to hear them. Thank you. Bye bye.